Big news for seniors. April brings extra payments. Here's what you need to know. It's not every day that we get news this exciting, especially when it comes to something as important as your Social Security benefits. Starting this April 1st, there's a change that could put an extra $1,500 in your pocket. This isn't just another rumor or piece of wishful thinking. It's a real update that you'll want to pay attention to. If you're 60 or older and relying on Social Security to help you make ends meet, then this could be the boost you've been waiting for. But what does this mean for you, and how can you take full advantage of it? Let's break it down so you can get the most out of these changes. The April 1st surprise isn't just another increase that you might be vaguely aware of. It's the result of careful adjustments made to help seniors keep up with the rising cost of living. While some of these increases are automatically applied, understanding how this works in detail can make sure you don't miss out on any potential benefits. This isn't about speculation or waiting for things to magically improve. The adjustments are official, and the extra $1,500 will make a significant difference. Whether you're planning to pay for medical bills, catch up on living expenses, or treat yourself to something special, these extra payments are more than just numbers. They're a real, tangible help that could improve your daily life. In this video, we'll go over the specifics of how this increase will impact your benefits, who qualifies, and what steps you can take to ensure you receive what's rightfully yours. Plus, we'll cover some of the lesser-known details that you won't hear from just anyone. If you're looking for clarity on how these changes affect you, and you want to know exactly what to expect, then stick around. This could be the most important update you'll hear this year when it comes to your Social Security payments. So, let's dive into exactly what this April 1st update means for you. If you've been keeping an eye on Social Security or retirement-related news, you might already have heard rumors or whispers about an increase in payments. But now, it's official. You're not just getting a little bump in your benefits, you're looking at a serious increase that could amount to an extra $1,500 in your pocket. Sounds good, right? But of course, the devil's in the details, and that's where things can get a bit tricky. If you're feeling unsure about how this works, or you're wondering whether it'll apply to you, don't worry. We're going to break it all down. First things first, you might be asking yourself, where's this extra $1,500 coming from? Well, let's talk about the increase in Social Security payments and why it's happening now. Over the past year, inflation has been a big concern across the country, and many seniors are feeling the squeeze. The prices of everyday essentials like food, gas, and even healthcare have risen sharply. Social Security was designed to help seniors live with dignity, but over time, those benefits have not always kept pace with the real-world costs that affect retirees. This new increase, scheduled for April 1st, is part of a broader adjustment known as the Cost of Living Adjustment, or COLA, which aims to make sure that your benefits stay in line with inflation. So, who qualifies for this extra payment? The good news is that it's not just a select few. This increase will apply to all Social Security beneficiaries. Whether you're receiving retirement benefits, supplemental security income, SSI, or disability payments, you're eligible for this adjustment. That means if you've been relying on Social Security to pay for your housing, groceries, medical expenses, or any other part of your life, you'll be seeing a noticeable increase in your monthly payments starting this April. But there's more to the story than just seeing a lump sum drop into your account. There are a few important things to understand about how this payment will be distributed. For starters, this isn't a one-time check. This increase will be spread out over your regular monthly Social Security payments for the year, which means it'll be reflected in each payment you receive from here on out, not just a single deposit. For many, this will help ease the burden of rising costs over a longer period, so you're not left scrambling when a big expense hits. Now, you might be wondering, how exactly will this $1,500 be broken down? The answer depends on your current Social Security benefit and your personal situation. For those of you who are already receiving monthly Social Security benefits, the extra amount will depend on your individual payment. The more you receive now, the larger your increase will be. For some, that could mean an extra few $100s per month, and for others, it could mean that extra $1,500 over a span of several months. Keep in mind, this isn't just an automatic deposit of $1,500. It's more about making sure that your overall benefits are adjusted according to the current economic reality. But what about people who might not know exactly when to expect these increases? Don't worry. Social Security is working to make sure that every eligible senior gets their payments on time, and they're also offering resources to help you track exactly when the payments will come through. So, if you're not sure when your check will be issued, there are resources available that will give you the clarity you need. That way, you won't be left wondering if the check's in the mail or if you missed an important update. One of the most important things to remember here is that while this extra boost in payments will certainly help many seniors, it's not a cure-all for the financial pressures you may face. While an additional $1,500 over the year can certainly make a difference, it may not fully address the skyrocketing costs of healthcare or the unexpected expenses that always seem to pop up. However, it's an important step in the right direction, and it's something you should definitely take advantage of. As always, it's essential to keep an eye on your monthly statements and make sure that you're receiving the full amount of the increase you're entitled to. Now, let's talk about something that's on the minds of a lot of people right now: healthcare. Many seniors rely on their Social Security benefits to cover medical costs, and with the rising cost of healthcare, that's become harder to manage. The extra $1,500 in benefits will help, but it's also a good time to reevaluate your healthcare coverage. Whether it's looking into Medicare options or considering other insurance plans, it's always a smart idea to regularly review your coverage to make sure you're not missing out on a better deal. Speaking of reevaluating, April 1st isn't just about the Social Security increase. It's also a good time to take a fresh look at your budget. Even with the extra money, inflation is still a real concern, and prices aren't going back to pre-pandemic levels anytime soon. This increase will help you keep up with inflation, but it's also important to be mindful of how you're spending that extra money. Maybe you'll use it for groceries or medical bills, or maybe you'll treat yourself to something you've been putting off. Whatever the case, a little planning can go a long way in making sure that this increase doesn't just get swallowed up by rising costs. Lastly, don't forget that this isn't the only change that could affect your Social Security payments in the future. While we don't have any concrete news on what will happen next year or the year after, it's always good to stay informed and stay connected with reliable sources of information. The Social Security Administration, SSA, is a great resource for updates, and if you're not already signed up for alerts or newsletters from them, it might be a good time to do so. That way, you'll be the first to know about any other changes that might come your way. As we wrap up, remember that April 1st isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a big deal for many of you who've worked hard for your Social Security benefits. This extra $1,500 is real, it's happening, and it's something you deserve. Keep an eye out for your next payment, double-check your statements to ensure the increase is reflected, and plan wisely for how you'll use it. No matter what your financial situation looks like, this boost will help make a positive impact.